to me, that is better than Senlek noodles. You thought I was going to say something else then, didn't you? So good. If there's one dish you must try when you come to Thailand, it is this dish. Oh, when I think about this dish, my heart just murmurs because it is the most comforting dish that you could possibly have in Thailand. This is Kha Muu. Absolutely delicious. And let me explain to you why I love it so much. So this dish has its origins right back in China because this dish is all about slow braising pork leg, pork knuckle, pork trotters, yep, all those things down there on a pig. Slow braising in this deep, rich broth. It's like a master stock that just keeps getting filled up and replenished over time. This broth is made up with a lot of ingredients, but when Thai people have taken on this dish, and a lot of Thai people have Chinese heritage, but they have uniquely made it their own. You are going to find it rich in flavour from dark and light soy sauce. Oyster sauce is in there, but there is a whole range of spices in there, like Chinese 5-spice, like white pepper in there, Szechuan pepper might be in there as well. You may find spices like star anise, the cinnamon flavour in there as well. So there's lots of flavourings in there, but also you might find the flavour of coriander root, also galangal might be in there as well. One thing what Thai chefs do very well is make a dish their own. So as you go around Thailand and look for these dishes, and especially in places like Chinatown or towns that have got a big Chinese heritage, you are going to find this dish. Whether it is in an eatery like this, whether it is in a roadside stand, you might find it at a market, like at the Chat Chai market here in Hua Hin does one, or you'll just find shops that just specialize in one thing, and that is Kha Muu. And even at the shopping centers, you can find Kha Muu because this is a really homely, warming dish that everybody can eat. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about it now and let me explain to you what I have ordered. The first dish I have ordered is Khao Kha Muu. And khao means rice, so this is the Kha Muu over the top of the rice. You get some beautiful eggs with it. You also get some greens with it as well. I've also ordered this, and this is just the meat. It is the pork leg or the pork meat there, and also this. This is the pork skin of the hock. It is sitting on a bed of vegetables, and also they have poured some beautiful broth over the top. Yep. Delicious. I have ordered this in two ways. One just plain over rice, and one, as you can see, just with the meat. Now normally when you get it served like this, you will normally get this broth. Look at that, this gelatinous broth served over the top. But I actually don't like that because this broth, oh, this broth is so good. Is there anything better than this broth? Maybe 2 bowls of broth, but anyhow, this is delicious. But why I like getting it separate is because I want to be able to taste the texture of the rice. I want to be able to taste the broth. I also want to taste all of this as well. So it just depends on how you'd like to eat it. The other thing that you get when you come to a place like this is you're going to get some fresh chilies, some garlic, little cloves of garlic, and this beautiful chili sauce. Look at it. Nam som. That is just vinegary, just gives it a little bit of tartness. And I'm going to put a little bit over here like that. So good. And for me, why I like having the chilies and the garlic, and these are optional, is because these add crunch, which is so Thai, and there's a sweetness and a hotness about that. And also these little green chilies, to me, yes, they probably are hot, but green chilies add tang. Let me taste this. Oh, that is so soft, so delicious. Oh, there's some of that sauce over the top. Let's have the greens. Oh. It is my number one dish for accompanying non-spicy meal. The next thing is this. This is Nang Mu, which is skin. Now, sometimes when you go to a vendor, they may not put the skin in with it because they may think, you know, as a Westerner or an international person, you may not want too much fat. Well, guess what? Fat is flavor. And I'm only having a little bit of it, but it is so delicious. Oh. To me, that is better than Senlek noodles. You thought I was going to say something else then, didn't you? So good. So let me get into this one. Let me just taste the rice. That rice has some texture to it. It is well cooked. I've put some of that chili sauce on it. One thing I know about living here in Thailand is Thai people love having everything on one spoon. So I've cut up my egg. I'm going to have a bit of rice. I've got a little bit of pork there. I'm going to dip it into that sauce. That's what I call a mouthful of joy. I'm going to have some of these greens. I'm going to try the chili with it. And also, let's put some of that garlic onto the rice. Into the sauce. I'm sorry. This is just the best dish. I love the little chili heat in there. I love the garlic cloves. Let me put another one in there. But it does need some rice, some greens, some of this beautiful sauce. So good, so delicious. When you are in Thailand, you have to look out for this dish. And I just had to show you this dish today. Wow. Right, I'm going to keep going with my meal. Yep, I'm going to have a bit more of this. If there's one tip you should take away from this video, is order the sauce separate. It's just that beautiful broth that the stew, the braising of the pork happens in. I'd be just happy eating a bowl of that. Okay, I've got to go. Got to finish eating my meal. Thank you so much for watching. Sawadee Kha.